Imagine a small room filled with 20 broke college students. If we look at their individual bank accounts, almost everyone has close to $0. Then, a famous tech billionaire walks through the door. If we calculate the mathematical mean right now, the average net worth in the room instantly skyrockets into the millions. The average is highly sensitive to extreme values. When a billionaire enters a room of students, the mean provides a false picture of the typical person standing there, pulling your understanding away from reality. Every click, swipe, and purchase creates a new data point. We live in an ocean of digital information, where companies rise and fall based on their ability to navigate these numbers. In healthcare, predictive algorithms rely on consistent data. A single anomalous blood pressure reading can ruin a heart disease model, leading to inaccurate risk assessments. This distortion happens in entertainment too. If a few users leave a television on all weekend, that specific outlier skews the mean watch time and ruins recommendations for everyone else. Bad data is a toxin. It flows through the system and biases the training sets that billion-dollar machine learning models depend on. To find the reality behind the numbers, we use the median. Finding the median means lining up every data point from lowest to highest. This is the literal middle value. Half the data sits below this point, half above. When the billionaire enters, the median person does not change. The metric remains locked. The median cuts through outlier distortion to reveal the true typical experience of the group. Knowing the center is only the first step. We also need to understand the chaos at the outer edges. Standard deviation measures the average distance of each data point from the mean, mapping how much the information is actually spreading out. A small standard deviation looks like a tall, narrow spike. This indicates that your data points are clustered tightly together. A large standard deviation stretches that spike into a flat, wide hill. The data is scattered, showing exactly how much variance exists. Mapping this spread reveals the underlying shape of the information, allowing you to see the difference between a uniform group and a chaotic one. We can formalize this search for anomalies using the Interquartile range, or IQR. A box plot splits the dataset into 4 equal quarters. The IQR is the distance between the 25th and 75th percentiles. This central box captures the middle 50% of the data, separating the reliable core from the messy fringes. Mathematically, anything that falls more than 1.5 times this range away from the box is flagged as an outlier. The IQR method acts as a protective shield, identifying high-impact events that might otherwise skew the mean and disrupt the entire model. In finance, a credit card transaction 10 standard deviations away from the mean will trigger an immediate alert. Standard cleaning procedures often suggest deleting these extreme spikes to keep the dataset clean. In fraud detection, that specific outlier is the most valuable signal in the set. It is an actual criminal act captured in the data. We isolate outliers to study them. Erasing them blindly destroys the very information required to catch fraud or identify medical emergencies. In the rush to build complex neural networks and massive language models, the basics are often ignored. Understanding how the median, deviation, and IQR interact allows you to identify where a dataset is biased or skewed before you ever start training an algorithm. Data is no longer a chaotic maze. Once you have the tools to spot the lies hidden in the numbers, the scrolling values begin to tell a clear, vivid story.